Hi, this is Kim. Thanks for coming to my channel. Today I want to give you a walkthrough of the junk journal that I just finished. This has taken me probably, because I work on other projects too, about 2 months. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of organizing and grabbing things and keeping things and looking for, envelopes and laces and all that kind of stuff. So this ended up being a pretty thick book, but I like it that way, and I'll show you the side here in a second. But this is based off of the collection called Love Letters, Petals and Lace. It's a Country Craft Creations exclusive line. It's their heritage line, and the pictures are just perfect, and they make it for junk journaling. So you will see that when you get this paper, that it goes all the way across the paper. There's no white border. You don't have to cut anything. It's made perfectly for a junk journal. There's different ways you can make junk journals. You don't even have to have separate signatures like I have in my book. It could just be one signature. It can be a cloth cover. It can be an envelope cover. I have a chipboard cover. So there's just tons of different ways you can use this. Now I know that Sandy Trefker has an example up on her channel. I believe that if you go to Jack Scraps, she also has some information about junk journaling on her page. So the purpose of this video is just to do a walkthrough. I do have 3 process videos. They're kind of hard to walk through and show everything that you do, so they're not, real detailed. They give you some information and you can see how I put things together, and that might be helpful to you. So it is 6 inches wide, and some of the things I have are newer and some of them are vintage. So I just kind of have a combination of the 2 things. My spine, I believe, is 3 inches, and then the back is just a plain piece of paper with some of that lace. So let me do a walkthrough with you. The flowers are Prima. I got that from Country Craft Creations, but I had some of this stuff in my stash. So that's what I mean. It takes a while because you have to dig through your stuff and find things that you're like, oh, I forgot I had that. This was from an old piece of jewelry. This is, a little stopwatch or some leaves, just metal. I like mixing metals and fibers, pearls, just a variety of elements all together. I also like the look of the lace hanging off the side, so I did not trim that. Okay. So when you open it, the front cover is just for looks. It's not a pocket. It's just something pretty to look at. And then as we get into the book, I'm going to go through this somewhat quickly because there's a lot of pages. So let me show you the side. So, and then here's a top view. So it does stay kind of open. I was going to put a tie closure, but decided I liked the look of it without the tie closure on the side. I can always, if I need something to keep it closed, let me show you what I could do. I have these clips that I could attach. I have these clips that I could attach to the front and the back and then just put something through the holes to kind of keep it together. Okay, so that's an option if I feel like I need to have a closure. Okay, so let's get started. The process video shows how I put together the signatures and how you put the papers together. So I'll just kind of walk through this pocket with the stationery, something to write on. This is from an old tablecloth or a pillowcase, one of the 2. This is from the collection. Found that. I don't know if I printed it online. I don't know. I also used older ephemera kits from like some 49 and Market collections I had. Butterflies. The kit comes with these cutouts. I had cameos, lots of laces that I used. I wanted to make sure I left room for tuck spots and for writing and for pictures. So this is open with nothing in it right now. This is a Tim Holtz picture, nobody that I'm related to. Love that feminine trim. Like this page, I did nothing on this side. Pocket with this little, I could use that as a bookmark if I wanted to. Okay, there's some pearls here. Put a little cluster of materials down here on the corner, just kind of made a collage. These were actually stickers. This Sweet Moments came from the collection. If it was a busy page, I didn't really put anything on there. Took a hymnal and made some pages, and here's a pocket I just stuck one of those Tim Holtz cards in. Love that there's lines on some of the paper so that it's easier to journal. This was from the, I don't remember what the name of the actual collection was, but it is the 49 in Market. Had a book that I took apart. Glassine bags. You'll notice I have some tissue here and there. I kind of think I need to put some aging on that. I like that better. This is from the collection. It can be like a divider, but I left the back plain so I could write on it. Busy page, so didn't put anything on there. Paper clip that was made for me with a ticket and some laces and flowers. I did not make that one. So I do have some just random stickers in here also. I had a book of quotes, so I just ripped some out, inked it, ripped it literally, and so glued those on. Page to write. I sparkled this up with some, I don't remember what it's called. You paint some stuff on it and dip it in this crystal stuff. I don't remember. This is actually from the Dollar Tree. I had those for a long time. And then just a card from the collection. Oopsie, I glued this too much. Didn't let it dry first. Added a doily, just folded it onto either side. Old receipt with the sticker and from the collection. Okay, this I love. This came from the collection too, and I left all this stuff open so you can tuck things behind. Love that there's so many pockets and places to journal. Now, I'm not a person to sew. A lot of people sew around their pages and stuff. I don't do that. I just always use glue. So this is a no-sew project for me. Just added a little applique on this cut apart. There was pockets, just added a little ticket and made a little insert there. I had a doily and a cameo. This kind of made it kind of thick, to be real honest. And then there's a pocket on the other side that I just stuck something in. Loved this trim, just added some tissue that I aged. That's from the collection, There's some pearls here. I still need to add. Some of the pockets don't have anything in it, but they will. I wonder if this would fit in there this way. Yeah, I could put that there for right now and leave that for pictures or journaling. Just added a little ticket or tag with a butterfly. Stickers again. I did glue this trim down in between the signatures. Have another chipboard sticker. Here is an applique I had. Just using paper clips to add things to the pages. I had some old, some tags that I used ink on. Just put a charm on a paper clip. Just added just random tissue down there in the corner. This was from 49 in Market. It was some fairy collection, and I can't remember what it's called. Just added an old piece of fabric with a cameo on that recipe card. These were some old stickers I had. Just put in some stationery so that I could write on things. Left this open for like a pocket. Glued just a little piece of ephemera up there. Here's more of that stationery I had. Little perfume bottle cutout. More of that ribbon trim. These tabs on the top came from the collection. There's another saying, happiness is not a goal, it is a byproduct. Added a flower from the collection. Like I said, I like to add metals, fabrics, ribbons, just a variety of textures. And I might go back and add something to the bottom of these, or I might cut them off. I don't know yet. Stickers. Love this. That's why I put that on the cover. Love that page. Little stickers here on the bottom. This is from the Tim Holtz. It's 3 pictures, you know, like the old photo booth. I attached a CD case, paper case, and then just put little metal corner pieces. Then I just tucked in a photo there. 3D stickers. Again, here's a garment pin with a charm on it. Put an insert in that bag. This, I go through this on one of the videos with you, just how you just kind of just start layering things up to add some interest in your pages. That's supposed to look like washi tape kind of, and I have a little embroidered flower. So sometimes I think the best ideas just come from looking at other people. Sometimes you think, I don't know what to put in there. Anything at all. Okay, and I don't really plan things ahead of time. Like I just sit down and I actually just start putting things together. Some people map it out, they draw it out, they have, I don't do that. My brain has to just work as I'm putting it together. Little sticker here, 2 different types of trim with a cutout from the collection. This is one of those busts from Tim Holtz. There's 3 little pearls here if you can't see that. It's a pocket. A little charm here made with a paper clip. Garment pin with a heart. Added that little cutout. I love this. This is vintage. Another doily ticket. So this, I just had some of this, was it canvas? I don't remember what it's called, but it had letters printed on it. So I put my initials here and added a butterfly to this cutout. And then I just stuck an applique behind it so that paper clip wasn't wasted. More page dividers up top. Added a button here on this one. Just put old vintage trim on here. And then this I make on the video with you. It's like a book. This comes from the collection. It's like a bookmark. Added some metals, some pearls, pre-made words. This picture of the girl with the crochet around the outside. Okay, and this does have 3 signatures. This was some vintage trim that someone gave me. Pretty sure it was Karen, and it was pressed, so I didn't want to glue it down. I kind of think I'll use it like a bookmark. This envelope came with the collection, so I made a belly band to put that on so it doesn't fall out. Another glassine bag. This was actually, I had some charms on here from the store, and I just kept the paper it came on. Old picture. This is an envelope. You can put things in there. A perfume bottle. I had a bow here, just a little leftover trim, paper flower, silk flower. So this is very girly, very feminine. I do this page with you and talk about layering. There's tissue, paper, cutouts, ribbon, hearts, what's that material? Enamel heart, doily, crochet. I like this old trim that was gathered and aged. This came from the collection. So this is a huge book. Like I said, it's 3 signatures. Next time either I'd make the spine bigger or I would only do 2 signatures probably. Okay. Pockets came with the collection. Just put in one of those Tim Holtz. It has said together that I added, so I had to have 2 people together. This was made for me. I did not make that paper clip. And then just a wood saying, it says, "So sweet of you," and it's got one of those bows on it. This is open so you can slide stuff under. And then the last page just has a little doily in the corner, and then this back page is just for looks also. There's no pocket. Okay, so that is my junk journal. I said it took about 2 months because I was working on other projects at the same time, and I like to gather as many materials as I can. So this collection again is called Petals and Laces. Let me see. I lied. Petals and Letters. That's what it's called. I kept saying laces because there's a thing here. Oh, no, that's not what it said. There was something in here about laces, but let me say it again. Petals and Letters. Let me show you. It's this collection, and then it has some companion packs you can get with it. Okay, so thank you for coming to my channel. I hope this gives you some ideas. You can check out my 3 tutorials. They're a little bit different than my normal tutorials. The materials I used that are from the store will be linked so that you can find them easily on the website. If you have any questions for me, just leave them down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so and come back for more tutorials and design team projects. Thanks, everybody.